We'll start in a seated position, maybe cross-legged or maybe kneeling. But wherever you are, I invite you to come toward the cycles of breath. Tune in with the subtleties of the body and begin to connect with moment. On the inhale, those arms will reach tall. Circle them around the back and plant them to the earth. Begin to find a back bend as you lift the sternum high, gazing toward the sky. Exhale to untangle, shifting the weight forward, tucking the toes and pushing back to downward facing dog. Hips high, belly presses back to the thighs. Start to bend one leg and straighten the other, alternating with every cycle of breath you take. Opening up hamstrings and calves, and just dusting the rust off, preparing the body to move. From here, you'll shift the weight forward, stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, before exhaling, shifting the weight back. Continuing to move, flowing forward and backward on every cycle of breath. On the inhale, right leg sweeps tall. We'll take a bend through the knee and start to draw circles through the hip. Use your next exhale to step the right foot outside of the right hand, lifting that right arm tall, and then exhale, sweeping the right arm under the left armpit, T-spine rotation, inhaling to open and exhaling to close. From here, two hands come down to the earth as you step back to plank, shifting the weight back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up and back, knee bends. We start to draw circles through the hip joint. Complete your last circle and then step the left foot outside of the left hand. Inhale, left arm floats high, and exhale, rotate, left arm pulls under right armpit. Start to flow in your cycle. Completing that cycle, two hands come down to the earth as we step back to plank, pushing back to downward facing dog. On the inhale, the right leg sweeps up, and with the exhale, we'll pull the right knee toward the elbow, just pausing in that Spider-Man position. Right foot steps beside the right hand and the left leg follows. Inhale to reach tall, standing all the way up, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hips and shoulders align before exhaling to fold once again. Inhale, reach tall, grow tall. Palms come together, we'll lift the sternum up, finding that back bend. Hands come to heart center, and we'll fold once again. Step the right foot back and stick the left knee toward the left elbow. Little pause before stepping back and pushing back to downward facing dog. Right foot steps outside of right hand, left comes to follow. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reach tall, rise tall, arms sweep up, find that back bend. Hands come to heart center, and we'll lift up the right leg, stepping our way back to lunge, bending the left knee deeply. Take a cycle in, and then exhale, hands press down to earth, and we'll step back to find our plank. Slow lower down halfway for chaturanga, Untuck the toes, lift the chest as you drop the hips, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, before pressing back to downward facing dog. Gaze toward those fingers, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms sweep tall, core as strong as you bend back, heart to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Picking up the left leg this time, get ready to step back to your lunge. Take a pause as we arrive, core tight, spine is neutral. Inhale here. And then exhale, hands to earth, step back to that plank. Lower down halfway for chaturanga. Untuck the toes, lift the chest as you drop the hips, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, before pressing back to downward facing dog. Stepping to the top of the mat, inhale, half lift, shoulders and hips in a line, and exhale to fold. Root to rise, arms tall, find your back bend, keep the glutes tight as you lift the sternum high, and then exhale, drawing the hands back to heart center. Right leg lifts. Step back, find your lunge. Inhale from the top. And with your exhale, start to reach toward the left. Maybe left arm loops around the back as you do. Inhale, grow tall. This time, right arm comes behind the back, reaching for opposite elbows. Start to bow forward, heart toward the earth. With your exhale, hands come to earth, step back to that plank and move through your flow. Lower down halfway, hips drop, chest lifts, and push back to down dog. Make your way to the top of the mat. Find your halfway lift with the breath in. And breath out will fold. Root to rise. Find your back bend. Core is tight, glutes are engaged. Gaze up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. This time, left leg picks up. We'll step back, finding your way to your lunge. Take a pause as you arrive. Core is strong. Sweep the right hand around the back, and then reach the left hand toward the right, opening up that side body. Inhale, rise. This time take the left arm around the back, reaching for opposite elbows, and start to bow forward like you're shining the heart toward the earth. Breathe here. Exhale, hands to earth, step back to plank. Let's move through your flow. Chaturanga. Untuck the toes, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, hips drop, chest lifts, and then roll over those toes as you push back to down dog. This time you may hop your feet toward those hands, finding your halfway lift, and then exhaling to fold once again. Inhale, root to rise, back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Picking up the right leg in the inhale. Let's exhale, step back for your lunge. Once again, finding that lateral bend. Left arm reaches around the back as that right arm reaches toward the left. Rise, two hands behind the back, reach for opposite elbows and bow down, heart toward earth. Humble warrior. Drop the right heel to the earth, left hand to the left heel, and the right arm to the sky, side angle. With your exhale, right hand comes back down to the earth and you step back for plank and then for your flow. Push back to downward facing dog. Hopping or stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Root to rise on the breath in. Find that back bend. And float the hands to heart center. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step back for your lunge. Arriving here before finding your side bend. Right arm loops around the back as the left arm pulls toward the right. Next exhale, you rise, both arms behind the back. Reach for opposite elbows, draw the heart open as you bow forward into your humble variation. Draw the left heel to the earth, right hand to the right heel, left arm peels up and over, side angle. Grow long through the left side body. Use your next exhale, left hand comes to the earth, step back to plank and flow. Lower down, chaturanga. Let the hips drop, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, and then roll over for Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Hopper step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Root to rise. Find your back bend. Shine the heart to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Right leg lifts up and back. Step to your lunge. Arrive here. Left arm loops around the back so the right arm reaches toward the left. Rise. Both arms sweep back, reaching for opposite elbows. Start to bow forward, heart toward earth. Exhale to side angle, left hand, left heel, right arm high to the sky, right heel to the earth. Next exhale, start to straighten out that left leg. Upper body stays the same. Exhale, two hands to the earth. Shift the weight back forward and step to your plank. Move through your vinyasa. Finding downward facing dog once again, and then making your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach tall, find that back bend, core and glutes still engaged, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Left leg lifts. Step it back, find your lunge. Right arm sweeps around the back as the left fingers reach toward the right. Open up that side body. Exhale, rise. Hands reach for opposing elbows as we bow forward to our humble variation. Move toward your side angle. Right hand, right heel. Left heel peels down, left arm peels up. Next exhale, straighten the right leg. Keep the upper body as it is. Triangle or Trikonasana. Exhale, both hands to earth. Shift the weight forward before stepping back to your plank. Move through your flow. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Back into Adho Mukha Shavasana or downward facing dog. Make your way back to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach tall, grow tall, find that back bend. Hands come to heart center. Right leg lifts up, we'll step it back with the breath out. Arrive here. Left arm comes around the back as the right arm reaches toward the left. Exhale to rise, reach for opposite elbows. Start to bow down into that humble. Use your next exhale to come toward your side angle. Beautiful. Left hand, left heel, right arm expands up. Breath in. And exhale, straighten that left leg. Find Trikonasana, triangle pose. From here, right hand comes to the earth, then left hand peels up as we revolve that shape, opening through the spine. Next exhale, hands come back to the mat, stepping back to plank and moving through Vinyasa. Pushing back to downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Root to rise, reach tall and find your back bend. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lift up the left leg. Step it back for lunge once again. Right hand comes around the back. Left fingers reach toward the right. Coming out, reaching for opposite elbows, start to bow down, finding your humble warrior. Moving towards side angle, right hand, right heel, left heel peels down, left arm peels up. Exhale, straighten the right leg, Trikonasana or triangle pose. Breath in. With the breath out, left hand comes to earth, right hand peels to sky, revolving that twist. With the next exhale, 2 hands come back down toward the earth, shifting the weight forward as we step back for plank, moving through our final flow. This time, keep the knees to the earth. Start to shift the hips back to the heels, finding child's pose or balasana. Heart melts, arms reach out in front. Just breathe. Start to shift forward to the hands and the knees. We'll move through pigeon. Right shin pulls up parallel to the short side of the mat. Left leg sweeps back, and the heart melts forward, just reclining here in this nice, deep hip opener. You're welcome to place your block under the right hip if you feel uneven, or you're welcome to bend the left knee if you need a bit more support. Beginning to rise, untangling that shape and moving to the other side. Left shin pulls forward, right leg sweeps back, and you recline and rest. Rising when you're ready. Start to step the left leg back to meet the right. Both knees on the earth, keeping the hips high. Let's start to draw the heart toward the ground, finding your puppy. The arms reach forward, and perhaps the forehead comes to the earth. Coming back to those cycles of breath. Coming back to the subtleties of the body and this experience that's at hand. Start to sit the hips back toward the heels, finding your child's pose once again. And letting yourself fully let go here. Breathing into body, breathing into moment. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like.